Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and it always happens like this, right? As soon as you do a top 5 or your favorite knife of whatever company, they drop a banger right after, especially when it's the end of the year. So I didn't know, obviously, but I, put out my first place, my favorite first place or my favorite knife from each company from 2024. From 5 different companies, and I did that all in one video. So if you guys want to go see that, I did 5 different companies and I said my favorite knife, and I went over a few brands where a couple models like really intrigued me and they were really close to winning, but I came up with, my ultimate favorite. However, now KUBEY just dropped this bad boy, and I gotta say, I freaking love this thing, like big time, big time. I have one negative we're gonna talk about, but the blade shape's unique. I love, how it swoops down, almost goes into like if it didn't have this ridge right here, it'd be like a spear point, which I love. But you have this ridge right here, making it easy to reverse flick. 20 CV blade steel, by the way. And then there is the designer. 20 CV Damascus pivot collar. Titanium frame lock, or bolster lock I should say, with a fat carbon fiber inlay, and that's tons of jimping all around it. Some very aggressive jimping, which I don't mind because it is effective. And you got a nice forward finger choil that's very comfortable as well. It's not a really big knife. Like if I choke back, I have just enough room. But I still have the room to choke up, if I want to or need to. Now, you can tell I have been using it. That didn't come from the factory like that. I've been using it. Came with a nice sharp factory edge. I love the stone-washed finish on the stone-washed finish with, the handle and the blade. It looks really good to me. And the access to the lock bar, absolutely amazing. No texturing in there, though, surprisingly. With all the texturing all over the place, they did not put texturing there. But it is very comfortable, very easy to disengage. And then we have 3 forms of deployment. We got our regular flipper. Oh, that was my fault. Which works well for the light switch or a downward push button. Like if you just push it straight in, it'll come around and hit you like it did me for a second. But if you just go a little bit down on top of this jimping, which it's not bad. Like I know people would look at that and be like, oh, that must be horrible to flick down. It's not. It is sharp jimping, but at least for my fingers, it doesn't bother me. But nice detent, a slight bit on the lighter side, but it also, I noticed though, the more I'm flicking it, the better and better it's getting. So I think the detent ball is just kind of breaking in. I have oiled it and I'm very happy with the action. Very happy with the detent, so I don't want to make it seem like it's like light. But yes, I can fail it, but the jimping's really aggressive, or not aggressive. It's really nice. It's a good amount of aggression on the flipper tab, so it catches you and, it's very easy to reliably flip it without one hiccup. Then you have the front flipper. Now, typically I want the jimping to go up and over, but this is very sharp jimping. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but those edges are nice and sharp. So even though that jimp stops right there at the top, oh my goodness, does it work very, very well. Whether you're doing the thumb flick, you can do the roll all the way over and around because you can see the flipper tab sticks out all the way up to lock up. So if I wanted to slow roll it around, I can do that. You can do the side finger, easily do the reach over. And because the detent, you could say, is slightly on the lower side. Like, I don't even know what to call it. Like, if 5 out of 10 is like perfectly even between strong and light, and then like 6 would be on the heavier side of a detent, I would say it's probably a 5. It's like right there even. So it's not too light, not too strong, but so I might say a 4.5 at times, but I think it's going to be a 5 over time. Then you have the fuller. And because it is like a 4.5, 4.6 on the detent strength, it's very easy to thumb or reverse flick. Like, it's not a sharp fuller by any means, but because it has a stone-washed finish, it has a little bit of grip to it. That's one thing with a stone-washed finish. While it slices really good and you don't really get much resistance, you maybe get a little bit more resistance than you would with a mirror polished blade. But up when you do disengage it with the lock bar, it's very easy to get past the detent. It's nice and early, like here, right there. that is so early, so it's very easy to get past that detent. I always appreciate that, you know, and I always like to be able to unlock and slap it shut, because then I can use this hand, get it back, you know, open and get to action. So, you know, there's just, man, there's so many little features on this knife that just benefit me personally as a user. And, you know, yeah, as you guys know, I love me some fidget factor. I like having multiple forms of deployment. So the intricacy of the handle, like look at how this backspacer fits in there, how it's like cut out right there and goes all the way around, perfect centering. You see the two pieces right there. I really like that. The milling on the inside does have lots of milling. I like the little touch of pop with the pivot collar. That's a nice little touch. And I like the size, the geometry. I pretty much love everything about it except for one thing, and that's this damn pocket clip. It's a good looking pocket clip. You know, it matches the jimping and the jimping, but it just, to me, the problem is, and I did wedge some paper underneath it to weaken it a little bit. But you know, I got to do it for longer, but you know, like leave it for like a week or something. But you'd think with these little ridges, little cutouts, that it would have more spring to it, but it is very tight. And you know, it's like, man, you have a smooth surface here with the carbon fiber, you know, the cutout for the lock bar is covered up. You had all the opportunity here to make it have a lot of spring, and this does not. So it does jump going over the pocket and in and out. I'm not a fan of the clip. I would love to figure out a different pocket clip that matches or you know what, I'm just gonna try my best to spring it myself, to like I said, wedge something underneath it and leave it for like a week and see if right here can get a little bit weaker. It just, man, it looks like it would be, it looks like it would have tons of spring, but it does not. One single stop pin right there, and it has obviously, you know, it wraps over the stop pin there. The lockup is rock solid. I have spine whacked it, nice and solid. So all in all, man, you know, like I said, everything else is top notch, except for, you know, the plunge grind could be better. I'm not gonna freak out about it, but the plunge grind starts right here and it ends right there. So you have a little bit of life to sharpen off. I just know that if I lower back my edge angle, say to 15 degrees per side, I'm gonna be really close to creating a smile if I don't create a smile. I just wish I had a little tiny bit more room. They took up all the room in the knife though. The blade to handle ratio, both width, you know, inside the handle and length is great. So, you know, so you basically just have to make this deeper right there. But I will say it's very comfortable to shove your finger in there, you know, for this grip. You know, even I can actually even do the reverse grip kinda, even though the flipper tab is in the way, but since this isn't like a huge jump, I can do it if I need to. It pretty much works in most grips, but anytime you have a flipper tab, it is going to hinder that a little bit. But all in all, as far as, you know, just regular use, the way I like to use a knife, you know, slicing, utility cuts, pull cuts, going around boxes, you know, I like being able to hold a knife like this because I'll get the other side of a box, you know, and then I'll go to a utility cut. You guys know what I'm talking about. So I like that ability, and this one does that very well. And then the shape of the handle is really good. Very ergonomic. These are sharp, but like I said, my fingers come with jimping, so you know, maybe it might be a little more aggressive to somebody else, but to me, I find it to be satisfying, even though yes, it is pretty sharp. So it depends on your hands with that. I don't find it difficult to do left-handed, but the clip is not reversible. Being a bolster lock, they should have done that. They should have put a reversible clip, and the fact that it's a straight clip. Like, there's really no reason they didn't. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, but that would have been, you know, a nice little touch. But yeah, there you guys go. Just a quick look at it. And yes, I would say that this is probably my favorite KUBEY at the moment now. Yes, it is a little bit of a honeymoon phase, but there's just features on this knife that really speak to me that I really love. And, you know, so there's just things you just know about yourself, right? You know certain things, but that clip does make it a little difficult. because if I can't get the spring, then, you know, the titanium KUBEY momentum might go right back into first place. But right now I am going through a little honeymoon phase. There are, man, KUBEY right here at the end of the year really came out with some heaters, man. You know, between all the knives I featured in that, you know, in that video that, you know, you can easily find, I'll pin it, you know, up here in the corner or something, or I'll put it up on the screen, you know, both times I talked about it, or at least one of the times. But anyways, there you guys go. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.